All right, thank you for joining us for KSLA News Now. I'm Dominic Ben. Here's a look at our top stories this morning. This morning, we continue our coverage of Officer Mark Brock, the Vivian police officer who died in the line of duty on Friday evening. Over the weekend, Vivian police officer Mark Brock was killed in the line of duty while serving a warrant. Nicholas Edward Alexander is the man police say is the shooter. Police say that he was wanted for cyber stalking. The police chief says that Alexander fired shots through the door that hit Officer Brock. This happened around 5:30 Friday night on North Pine Street at the suspect's home. Shortly after that, Alexander barricaded himself inside of his home. Later that night, just after 9 o'clock, Nicholas Alexander surrendered to authorities. He is now facing second-degree murder and cyber stalking charges. KSLA News 12 has learned that Vivian officers tried to serve a warrant a couple of days before the tragedy, but Chief Ryan Nelson said they had to make some adjustments to that warrant. Caddo Parish Judge Donald Hathaway signed the warrant on Friday morning. And we have been covering this story since it happened on Friday night. You can stay with us for the first alert, and we are waiting to learn more about funeral arrangements. As soon as that becomes available, we will update you through the KSLA News 12 app. And you can also go back and watch our full coverage of this story. In other news, 5 people are in jail in East Texas after being arrested by Marshall police. Police arrested Demetrius Hooper, Corey Wilbert Jr., Travion Leary, and Jeremy Williams. All have been charged with murder. Jada Hooker was also arrested and charged with tampering with evidence. Police say the 5 are suspects and are connected to the shooting that killed Carlos Dwayne Hill. The deadly shooting happened on October 26th on Bean Street. When officers arrived, they found Hill dead. The suspects reportedly ran off before police arrived. We're told this is an ongoing investigation. If you have any information that may lead to more arrests, call Marshall Police. KSLA News 12 is proud to announce part 2 of our 2025 KSLA Holiday Food Drive. We know there is a need for food donations, and this is the season of giving. That's why we want you to scan that QR code on your screen, or you can drop off non-perishable food donations at the locations on your screen. This Wednesday, we will deliver the food to the Food Bank of Northwest Louisiana. And switching gears, First Alert meteorologist Evan Thomason is here with a look at how your back to work and back to school forecast is shaping up.
Yeah, much warmer here to start off your work week, especially for the morning hours. Feels like summer almost in a way. Incredibly muggy, cloudy, and a little bit of fog out for some of you. And eventually, that's going to lead into rain later this weekend. We're talking multiple inches of rainfall for everybody. A healthy dose to cure us of our drought woes. We'll talk about when the rain's coming up.
KSLA First Alert Weather.
Hey, good morning. Fog is becoming a little more of an issue out for some of you, not for everybody. Let me first and foremost say, if you have a perfect 10 on this map, you're fine. You're not dealing with the fog. That's mostly in store for the northern half of the Arklatex up into Texarkana. But boy, has this become a little more an isolated problem all across the southern half, especially in a Shreveport. Essentially, the lower the number you have, the worse the fog is in your area here. If you have anything lower than a 10, it's kind of trickling through your area, so to speak. That's for like Mansfield, Minden, Marshall a little bit, especially worse down in Natchitoches and definitely worse down towards Alexandria if you're trying to drive further into Louisiana. Meanwhile, something that is affecting everybody, warm temperatures. My goodness, 68 in just Shreveport, 67 in Natchitoches, 65 in Mount Pleasant. You would not usually expect this on a November morning, but here we are, much warmer than average conditions around the Arklatex, both for the mornings And for the afternoons, highs in the lower 80s. And guess what? We keep this on repeat here for a good portion of this work week until rain finally shows up. And that's still not going to show up here until Thursday and Friday. At this point in time, we're keeping you first alert and tracking a round of scattered storms is going to come on through the region again somewhere between Thursday afternoon to Friday afternoon. That's the exact specific time frame I'm watching out for where we could see severe weather, but I'm looking more towards the flash flooding risk, and that could increase, especially with multiple inches of rainfall showing up on your doorstep just within a span of 24 hours. All right, first alert, check your traffic now. Heading on into Bossier first, starting to pick up some backups there, especially along the construction route. I do want to say East Texas Street looking a lot smoother after having a little backup there a little earlier. Shed Road, though, getting a little slow, I will say. Meanwhile, out toward the Jimmy Davis Bridge, westbound's looking good. Eastbound, maybe not so much. A little backup there for you if you're trying to head on to the Barksdale Highway. Shreveport itself, though, looking nice and smooth, even including LA 3132 here for the most part, which is good. Lastly, quick check into Texarkana. All is running smooth there. Hey, coming up, we have all the details and further details you need to know about that rain coming back here for Thursday and Friday. But as for now, you're keeping yourself on a cloudy, warm train here all the way through Wednesday. We'll have more details on that coming up.
And you can stay connected with us right here on KSLA News 12's app. You can join us right here for our next newscast at 9 this morning.
Hey, and then after that, you can watch the first alert weather breakdown at 10:30. We have lots of key details to get to. First of all, our first measurable rainfall is coming up this work week. We haven't had measurable rainfall since October 25th. This will be the first time we've had this month, and it's November 17th.
Wow.
Been a while.
We need it.
We need it. We'll have all the rainy details for you then, including a look at Thanksgiving, which is just 2 Thursdays away.
Any hint?
Cold.
Okay.
I think it's going to be a little chilly, get actually back into fall after this week. Okay. I don't know what's going on.
It can feel like the holidays.
Yeah.
All right. Every weekday at 7 in the morning and 9 at night, you can watch KSLA News 12 now. We will stream your top stories on the KSLA News 12 app, Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV. We're going to leave you with a look at traffic.